Hello everyone, I'm Mohammed here and I'm back with another problem solving video. So this time we're going to be solving this problem called daily temperatures. And yeah, let's go through the description first. So they're saying that given an array of integers, temperatures represents the daily temperatures. Okay. Return an array answer such that the answer of I is the number of days you have to wait after the ith day to get a warmer temperature. Okay. If there is no future day for which this is possible, keep answer of I equals 0 instead. Okay. So what they're basically saying is that they're going to give us an array of temperatures, and that is going to represent the daily temperature. Okay. So each element is the temperature of a day, and we are going to have to return an output array, I mean answer array, which is going to contain how many days we had to wait for a warmer weather. Okay. Let's see if this makes sense. So on the first day we have 73, and on the second day we have 74. So yeah, so 74 is warmer than 73. I think this is in Fahrenheit. So yeah, 74 Fahrenheit and 73 Fahrenheit. So on the second day we have a warmer weather, and how many days did we have to wait? Like we had to wait one day. After one day we got 74, so we got a warmer weather after one day, so this is going to be 1. Okay, that's right. Okay, on the second index we have 74, and on the third index we have 75. So yeah, we have another warmer weather here. So for index number 1, we have to wait one day. So after one day we got 75, and for 75, after 75 we have 71, 69, 72 and 76. So 76 is greater than 75, so we have a warmer weather. So we have to like get this distance. So how many days did we have to wait? So 1, 2, 3, 4, and on the 5th day we have a warmer weather. So yeah, 4 is going to be the answer. So yeah, this is how it goes. And one more thing we have to notice here is that if there is no future day for which this is possible, keep answer of I equals 0. So for 76 we don't have any warmer temperature, like we don't have 77 or 78 or anything. So yeah, we don't have to wait for, like we don't know how many days we have to wait for this one, so this is going to be 0. And for 73 we don't have, like after this we don't have any element, so this is also going to be 0. Okay, so let's go to the board and let's see if we can visualize the problem, like yeah, if we can visualize the solution and get a better, I don't know how do I say this, I don't know how to say this, like maybe this will give you a better overview, I don't know. So to solve this problem we need two things. We are going to need an answer array or result array, which is going to be of same length of the temperatures array. Okay, and the initial value of each index is going to be 0. So this is because of this condition, like if we don't know how many days to wait, we are going to keep it 0. So the initial value for each index is going to be 0. Okay, and we are going to need another thing, that is we are going to need a stack, and that stack is going to store all the previous days that we don't know the answer of. Okay. Okay, let's just go through this step by step, that will, and then it will make more sense. And yeah, so on the first iteration we are at index 0, so current index is going to be 0, and on the top of the stack we don't have anything at this point. Okay, so if we don't have anything on the stack, we don't have two values to compare with, like we need two values. We have 73 and 74, right? So then we know that 74 is greater than 73, so we got a warmer weather. Yeah, so we need two values. So on the first iteration at index 0 we just have one value, so we are not going to do anything. We're just going to push the current index inside the stack. So the current index is 0 and we're going to push it inside the stack. Okay, now let's go to the next iteration. So on the next iteration we are at index number 1, so current index is going to be 1, and on the top of the stack we have 0. So now we have two values to compare with. So on the top of the stack we have 7, like the value of 0 number index is 73 and the value of index number 1 is 74. So if we compare this, 74 is greater than 73, so current temperature is greater than the temperature we like had before, so we have a warmer weather. So now we are going to update the result array for index number 0, because we don't know how many days we have to wait for for the first iteration, right? So and the day count, we are going to get the day count by the difference between these two index. So yeah, we need the temperature of index number 0, and on index number 1 we got a warmer weather. So how many days did we have to wait? We had to wait like 1 minus 0, which is 1. So for 0 number index it's going to be 1. Okay, now we are going to pop this out of the stack because this is done, and we are going to push the current index inside the stack. So current index is 1, so 1 is going to be inside the stack. Now we move to the next iteration. Okay, on the next iteration we have we are at index number 2, and on the top of the stack we have 1. So we have to get the value of these two. So for index number 1 the value is 74, and for index number 2 the value is 75, and we did get a warmer weather here, so we are going to get the difference between these two. So 2 minus 1 is 1, and we are going to update the result array for index number 1. So 1 is going to be 1, and this is going to be popped out, and current index is going to be pushed in. So now on the top of the stack we are going to have 2. Okay, yeah, now we go to the next iteration. So now we are at index number 3, and on the top of the stack we have index number 2. We get the value between these two, get the value of these two. Okay, so what is the, like, yeah, 75, and current temperature is 71. So we don't have a warmer weather, so we're not going to update index number 2 right now. So what we have to do is that, like, if we don't get any warmer weather, we're just going to move to the next iteration. So we are going to move to index number 4, and on the top of the, oh sorry, we missed a step. Okay, so currently we are index number 2 and current index was 3. So if we don't get any warmer weather, we are not going to do anything, but we have to, like, push the current index inside the stack every time. So 3 is going to be pushed inside, and we move to the next iteration, which is index number 4. So 4, and on the top of the stack we have 3. We're going to get the values of these two. So index number 3 has 71 and index number 4 has 69. So yeah, so we don't get any warmer weather here, so we are just going to push the current index inside. So current index is going to be pushed inside the stack, and yeah, we can't do anything right now, so we go to the next iteration. Okay, current index is going to be 5 now, and on the top of the stack we have 4. Let's get the value of these two. So for 4 it's going to be 69 and it's going to be 74 for index number 5. Okay, so now we did get a warmer weather, so we can update the result array right now. So for index number 4, like, yeah, what is going to be the difference? So we got a warmer weather for like day 5, 5th day. For the 5th day we got a warmer weather on the next day, so we had to wait one day. So 5 minus 4 is going to be 1, and for index number 4 we are going to update this result array, is going to be 1, and we are going to pop this out because this is done. Okay, and we have to push the current index inside the stack. So current index is going to be 5. Okay, yeah, sorry, we have to push it later. We have some other values. We have to compare the previous days with the current index. So previously we had, like, on the top of the stack we have index number 3. So on the top of the stack it's going to be index number 3 at this point. So we have to compare the values of these two. So index number 3 had 71, and index number 5 has 72. So we have a warmer weather here. So how many days did we have to wait for index number 3 or for the 4th day? So we have to wait 5 minus 3, 2 days. So for index number 3 it's going to be 2. Now we have to pop this out. Now at the top of the stack we have 2, so top of the stack 2. Now let's see if we get the values. On index number 2 we have 75, and on index number 5 we have 72. So we don't get any warmer weather. Now we are going to push the current index inside the stack because we don't have any warmer weather and we can't do anything. So push the current index inside the stack. Current index is 5, and we go to the next iteration. On the next iteration current index is going to be 6, and on the top of the stack we have 5 at this point. Okay, yeah, so we are going to get the values of these two. So 72 and 76. So this is 76 is greater than 72, that means we got a warmer weather. So we can update the result of index number 5, and the difference between the indexes is going to be 6 minus 5 is 1. So index number 5 we're going to have 1, and we are going to pop this out. Okay, at this point the top of the stack is going to be 2. Let's get the value of these two. Okay, so for index number 2 we have 75, and for index number 6 we have 76. This is a warmer temperature. We finally got the answer for index number 2. So at this point we are going to, like, compare the index. So 6 minus 2 is 4. So for index number 2 the answer is going to be 4, and we're going to pop it out of the stack. Now we don't have anything inside the stack, so we are just going to push the current index inside the stack. So current index is going to be, so on the top of the stack is going to be 6. Okay, now we go to the next iteration, which is index number 7, and on the top of the stack we have index number 6, and get the value of these two. So index number 6 has 76, and index number 7 has 73. This is not greater than 76, so we didn't get any warmer weather. So yeah, so we can't do anything, and we move to the next iteration, but there is nothing after this, so our operation is done, and this is going to be our final output, 1142 1100. So yeah, So that was it. Hope that made sense. And yeah, maybe if we implement this, it's going to make a little bit more sense, I guess. So yeah, uh, okay. And one more thing. So I have like I have uh, I will I will give timestamps for my video in like so if you want to skip any part, or if you want to see any solution that you want, you can just skip to that part. So yeah, okay, let's start this. Okay, so stack, so we're going to need a stack. Okay, yeah, we're going to need a stack of type integer, and yeah, and we're going to need a vector of type integer. We're going to call it res or answers. Let's just call it res because that's shorter. And the size of res is going to be the same size of temperatures, and let's just call this t, just to make it short, otherwise I have to type a lot. Okay, and then we're going to look through this. Int I equals 0, I less than t dot size, I plus plus. Okay, so as long as we get a warmer weather, we are going to update the result array. So if the stack is not empty, and if on the top of the stack of top, we have less temperature than the current temperature. Okay, then we are going to get the index number from the top of the stack. So int, let's call this previous index, and yeah, this is going to come from the top of the stack. And after this, we don't have we don't need to do anything. We can just pop this out, and we have to update the result array. So result of previous index is going to be current index minus previous index. Okay, and if we don't get any warmer weather, we are going to push the current index inside the stack. And finally we're just going to return the result array. Okay, this is it. Let's submit this. Hope this works. Okay, this got accepted. So to summarize, we needed a stack and a result array, and we looped through the entire temperature array, and every time we got a warmer temperature, we just popped out the latest temperature in the stack and compared the index between the two indexes. Compared the, what did I say? I don't know. So we have to compare the distance between the two indexes, and the result array is going to get updated by this distance. And if we don't get any warmer temperature, and if we do whatever it is, we always have to push the current index inside the stack. So this was the solution for C++. Let's move to Python. Okay, yeah, we're going to implement it in the same way. So stack and result. So stack is going to be an empty array, and result is going to have an initial value of 0, and the length of this is going to be the same length of temperatures array, and we're going to rename this to T just to make it short. Okay, the initialization is done. Now let's do this. For I in range, length of T, obviously. So while we get a warmer temperature and the stack is not empty, so stack and T of stack of -1. So on the top of the stack we have less less value than the current temperature. Okay, then we are going to get the previous index. Previous index is going to be current index minus, sorry, previous index is going to be from the top of the stack. So stack dot pop, and the result is going to be updated. So result of previous index is going to be current index minus previous index. And finally, like on each iteration, we're going to have to like push the current index inside the stack, and finally we're going to return the result or response or whatever. Yeah, let's just submit this. Hope this works. Okay, this got accepted. So this was the solution for Python. Let's go to Ruby. Okay, so the same approach here. So stack and res. Stack is going to be empty array, response is going to be array dot new t dot size, sorry we don't have size here, t dot length, initial value is going to be 0, t dot length dot times do I. Okay, while stack is not empty and previous value is less than previous, the last item of stack is less than current temperature. Okay, we are going to get the previous index, which is going to be popped out from the stack, and the response array is going to be updated for index number, like this index. Okay, so response is going to be current index minus index on top of the stack. Okay, and after this we have to like push the current index inside the stack, and we just have to return the response. Okay, that didn't work because T. Okay, we had to rename this. Now it should work. It didn't. Why though? Let's run this. Stack is initialized by empty array. Okay, response is also initialized by t dot length size 0, t dot length times 2I. Stack is not empty, and the last item. Okay, we didn't get any output here. Why? Oh, this is not going to be equals, this is going to be minus. Okay, now it should work. Okay, yeah, so this was the solution for Ruby. Now let's go to the JavaScript solution. Okay, so stack is going to be empty array, and result is going to be new array of t dot length, and we have to fill that array with initial value 0. It's going to be t for let I equals 0, I less than t dot length, I plus plus, while stack has length, stack is not empty, and previous temperature value is going to be stack at -1 less than current value. Then let previous index equals stack dot pop, and result is going to get updated. So current index minus previous index, and update the stack with current index and return res. So yeah, again I got something wrong. Let's see what I did now. Expected. Did I do the same thing again? Let I equals 0, previous index stack dot pop, response previous index. Okay. T dot le. Okay, length. Let's run this. Was that it? It was just a spelling mistake. Anyways, hope this works. Okay, it did. So yeah, this was the solution for the problem daily temperatures. Hope you guys liked it. And if you didn't even like it, you can just comment it in the video, like what could be improved, or like what part of the video you didn't like. You can just comment on the video, because that is going to be helping me out. And yeah, that is going to be helping me out to get better at this. Yeah, I do this for fun. So some things, like, okay, maybe I'm talking too much, so let me know what you think about the video. I will see you another day with another problem solving video or something else. Yeah, thank you very much for watching.